Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Farming Simulator 2015 on Thornton Farm. So, you guys may be wondering, so did the bales stack? Yes, they did. So yesterday, we used the John Deere baler over yonder. I'm not going to run all the way over there. Actually, do we need to keep those bales? No, we don't. And, wanted to make sure they stacked and they acted correct. They are basically just standard bales. Nothing different, just a different baler making them, I guess. So we're going to go ahead and go sell these off. What else are we going to be doing today? Today we're going to get the cultivator from field 4 and place it into field 12 using the cat. Now the cat is already down here, so we'll just use, there goes the train. We'll just use probably this thing, to be honest. You guys saw nothing. Absolutely nothing. I will just use the 75 to bring the cultivator down. And for the time being, I'm just going to leave that there. And we'll go grab the cultivator now. Sell this stuff off too. Then we may load the Marshall trailer up too and do a convoy. We'll drive the 85 down and go sell that lot off. That could well be the film now. Okay, we've got to go careful because we do have a crop in the field now. And looks either way I'm going to have to drive over the crop, so that sucks. And the thing is, I need to fertilize this crop too. We're not going to use the cat loaded up or anything like that. We're just going to... Oh no, it's not field 12 you need the cat at. It's field... Oh, what am I about? Field 15. Jeez, that could have been bad because this is field 13 and that one's the... up over the stream, I believe. So it is Friday. Should be my second day in Canada, hopefully. And obviously, because I'm here, there will be no live streams this weekend. I'm hoping next week we'll get something out. The weekend's already been actually booked of what I got planned, what we're going to be doing. So that's all good. Alright, we'll take this down. Field. Which field? 15. Over here. And just that will do. Oh, my tractor's getting dirty. Said no one ever. Clouds are getting darker. We're gonna definitely need to hurry up and sell that grain off. They are definitely looking not very pleasant at all. So this is, I guess, kind of yard work. You guys, I had a few people in the stream saying, "Oh, can we see some yard work?" Just general round sort of run of the mill instead of it being always field work. So I guess there's people that like a bit of everything, I guess. And sometimes it's hard to kind of figure out what to do, especially watching other YouTubers in general, not just one particular person. You kind of try and get a feel for what people are liking, and sometimes you get the wrong feel. And I think, honestly, I've had the wrong feel of sort of what people like, and people like the stuff maybe not everyone shows. I don't know, it's hard to tell. Now this should load absolutely no issues, as you saw. Okay. I am so done with that thing. Yeah, quite the jump cut. So, I moved it over here. And I think what I've always thought was the issue is definitely the issue. You'll see, it's probably going to make a liar of me now. It will go up and down here, no problem. If it is on basically concrete, tarmac, or all of the above. Anything earth related, as it crests over there, it will freak out and not work. So I think I have learned how to transport this thing around. Sweet, because I loved it. I generally like this thing. It's got issues, but I want to use the thing. Sure. Kinda sucks in this case, if it's a little iffy. And why am I loading it onto a trailer anyway? Well, you may not see me play 100% realistic all the time. Well, I never have. I try to, but I never have. I put my own twist on it. But this is one thing where, yeah, you betcha, I'm gonna try and play as realistic as possible, because you would not drive this thing across your road. Even in your farmyard, you probably wouldn't want to be doing that, as it would rip it up, or at least score it pretty darn good. Ooh, jeez, no brakes. That being said, I'm about to do what exactly I was just on about here in a minute. This thing's slow too. Really is. So it's also a lot quicker just to transport this over. Hopefully my theory is still correct here, and it's going to be fine. Yep, cool. So hopefully we've figured out what the issue is with it. And we'll be on our way with it. I just think this is unique. That's why I like using it. Getting a good old flyover. I'm not going to go completely around myself with this. Only part way to give it like a border, probably like an owl or a whatever. Going around them, we'll let it do its thing. I think I used this in this field before, not 100%. Really not sure. That was actually quite the pass, so that may be the route we go, just up and down like that on this. I believe we drilled it going the opposite way last time. That is what we may do. Got a headland at least. That kind of acts like a border, especially if I'm going to be using auto tractor. That I will be doing. Once we get it set up. See, when it lifts, it bounces a little. We've got no weight on right now. We may put a little bit on. See how it copes with that. We want to get all this chopped straw. go over this, but I want to make sure this is gone. We accidentally had chopped straw by accident, so make sure that is gone. And then we'll just crawl up to the top of the field and go down that way. And everything's going off again. That'll be you guys commenting. Yes, it is. Wait. I was a little sharper than I was expecting. Alright, number 5. Straight up and down on that side. Hopefully we should be good to go. That was kind of a decent straight line, so that's why I'm hoping it'll be okay. Anyway, we're gonna lift this up and temporarily just move it over here. Of course, I'm gonna stay there. We're gonna hook up to the Marshall trailer and go fill that up with, if we've got any buy left. Not too sure. Actually, just what one is it? Or did I remove the PDA mod? I must have. Oh wow. PDA mod I had in there for quite a while. I did go through my mods for a little while back and delete a lot of stuff. So this trailer here come with the sort of map. It was the stock equipment. And I just didn't want to get rid of it. I like the Marshall trailers. I like the size of the Roland one though. So I always kept this just in case we'd ever need it. And this is a guess, just in case. Jump into that thing, start her up. Because I did take a little break in between recording the videos today. Because this is Monday. I must admit I am enjoying getting well ahead of the videos as my voice cracks a little there. Oh wow, I haven't got much of that. Guess we'll take some canola in. Canola prices are down though. We'll do that. Hope it doesn't affect the map, but that could do coming over a little bit more. Cool. Be a nice little convoy off to the shops, that's for sure, to sell this lot. That's the way I even should be going. Yeah. It's the longer route, but probably the easiest. So the Callan Crops dropped a video to do with sort of the modding, and it looks like it's basically got interactive control in the cab. The tractor's stock. I'm telling you guys, it's looking mighty impressive, that game, it truly is. It's going to be one that we're all going to probably be keeping our eyes on. I think Giants definitely are going to be keeping their eye on. Something tells me it is a game that's being made by the modding community. I'll make it out okay. Yeah, it looks like it did. Cool. If I stay centered, shouldn't have any issue. Cool. That is what we like to see. Everyone coming from Dave's bar. You did cool. Because it will stop there. I was going to try and get a screenshot, but that didn't work out. That van just comes screaming around it and hit into the back of the tractor. Ruined that screenshot. I love having traffic on, but it ruins a lot of stuff in this game. Really does. I'm telling you guys, the things I do for a screenshot. That was brutal. It seems like it drops like little beads, kind of like Horseplay does, and if you're going flat out when it hits that, it's still going to go flat into you, and then it's going to go, oh crap, you stopped, and then smash into the back of you. Right now I just bled a lot of speed off so I can nicely come down here without it freaking. Still did, and you guys saw how slow I was going. I wonder if there's a way to put a speed limit on that thing. Let me know, because I think a lot of you guys have used this a long time before I ever did. Now what would be cool is if it dumped at the same time. Why you follow? I think the offset should be further back. I'll probably set that up. In a minute. Didn't even look to see how much that trailer held actually. That should bring us close to 100k. Money is hard to get on this one. Money is generally hard to get. It should be more than enough. It's almost like it just doesn't see this trailer. But we'll come back and I will not bore you with that. We'll take the shortcut. And we may even just go down. Yeah, I know the way we'll go. Right, we'll be back when we get to the yard. Just thought I'd show you this little path. This is coming up by the old castle up here. And basically I thought I'd take a different scenic route into the farm. Past our beautiful orchard that we've got going on. Of course you'd never use this in a million years as a main traffic route. For your tractors, no doubt, but heck, we did today. Because this field's grass, got nothing really to worry about now. It used to be a crop field, this one, like a cereal crop. but with little issues, got made into a grass one. It's getting there for me. Before I kind of liked it. Why are you saying finished? Why are you saying finished? I bet you span around in circles and just didn't know what to do. Bet you anything over there, that's what happened. That's so cool. Hate to say it, but I got a feeling our next harvest just needs to be a straight up one grain harvest, whatever that will be. And that's when we do a mega sell-off. Because just looking through what we have here, we've got sunflower that we could sell off. Got quite a lot of oats. Right, actually, yeah, I got some good amounts, but they sell for so little. Let's take a look. I didn't mean to do that. Actually, as we're here, we'll deal with this. Oh, what was it? Yeah, you just span in circles. Why did you just spin in circles? You literally just drew an eye. I mean, come on, if you're gonna do that, at least put a smiley face in there. Jeez, do the job properly now. That one. Hire worker. Hopefully you should be okay. Let's see if we can get you on the cruise. Now it's good. Could do a bit of forestry. Haven't done that on camera yet. That's right, we were looking... So what we got? We got sunflowers 50,575 per ton. Silage has a huge sale on right now. I don't like doing biogas, guys. I really don't. See, all the big contenders are real low, and then cereal crop, like your typical cereal crop, minus canola's up still. Oh, canola's actually gone up. I barely got any left. So apparently we need to do some fields of that. Next, wheat's got dropped down because we just sold a load off. Oh, was it wheat? No, it's canola and barley actually. Interesting. So I think field 11 next time is going to be canola. That's what I think. So for the time being, we're going to switch off the follow me. And that trailer got absolutely filthy going through that mud puddle. Wow. Just shows you guys that they really do. They do not stay clean for long. For the time being, we can just shove this in there. Well, back there, where the tires are, and I think we may go down to a little bit of forestry. To be completely honest with you guys, I haven't shown that on video in as far as this, like actual video, live stream stuff. I have, but as a video I haven't yet. So kind of got the bug to go do that. That's how we've been making a little bit of cash on the side. We've not been going crazy. A couple of trees here and there. I'm just going to keep the trailer over here. I don't know why I like keeping it that far away, but I don't want it anywhere near the yard, to be honest with you. It's something that I'm not using too often. You'd honestly argue that with the Red Rock trailer, I think it's called. The low loader there. What forks do we want? Actually, we just need to drive this thing down to the yard, or down to the forest. Well, once we get down there, we shall head you guys back. There. So I caught it going around in circles again. What the issue is it, because it keeps on going to where that circle is, it keeps on trying to follow that circle, and it's just going to keep on doing it, I think, until it gets past it. So we've got a ways to go before it actually fixes itself, unfortunately. Which kind of sucks. Hopefully the next time it may just stop and spin around. But it's been missing some by the looks of it. Interesting. Anyway. I don't know why I'm flicking through the machines. The tractor is literally just there. Those clouds are looking so ominous. Hopefully it's going to be okay. I don't know though. Really don't know. Part of me kind of wants to hang around and see if it does screw up. We should be back. And here is the forestry area anyway. I believe there it is. There's our claw. We've got some logs, well, some, I guess logs already in the trailer here. Why did you just disconnect? Thank you. I switched on the transmission mod for this tractor. Now I remember why I switched it off. Jump up to this, raise the landing legs. Don't need to use the landing legs on this, but I tend to, just because it seems more stable when you do that. Let's take a quick walk through, see some pretty sizable trees. What we got left? This one I would draw, but it's a little too close to that, so I think it would cause issues on the hedge. Any of that stuff like that. This one here is actually looking like a good candidate. That tree there. That may be the one we drop. So let's see if we can do this pretty quick. Climb through the blue bough so we can get a decent low cut. It should drop it at an angle that way. Sweet. And just run along, delimit very quickly. Of course, you're not going to get all of it, but hopefully for the most part we'll get most of it. We could well have on that one, wow. I'd be surprised if we did. Very surprising actually. I've put the chainsaw away, jump up into the tractor. Now some of you may know how I've been doing this. That's basically using the grapple on the back of the trailer as a skidder. Ooh. That would have hurt. I just want to basically pull it out into this open, then I can see what I'm working with effectively. Won't really bother with the landing legs, no need. We'll zip the boom out, open it up. Now, my impressions of login. I'm doing it small scale like this so far. Not using any mods for the logs so far. Ooh, easy on the other logs inside the trailer. I feel it has improved, actually, pretty dramatically. Have been enjoying doing this. Done several trees now. We've run into a few issues with the logs almost coming out the back, but I'm pretty sure that's down to the tractor, not necessarily anything more than that. The trick now, just to lower this down. I should put the parking brake on. We're in the wrong machine. Put the parking brake on. And then we are good to go, lower the landing leg. So it seems like Giants have put a locking script on. Someone was saying that in my stream over the weekend. A very light locking script. And if you were in the seat, basically it appears that it will sort of disengage. You can see the logs moving around, and we may end up losing some. Hopefully we don't, though. There is the smaller ones. Basically the trick would be to get the bigger ones down on the bottom. That always has been the trick as well, to be honest. Get the chainsaw going. Probably going to do some fairly shortish cuts, so about here. That may be a little too long. And then we'll pull the tree over when we are ready and loaded this section. Definitely seems that's what the case is. The smaller ones causing us the issues. Let's see if we can address that. Okay, let's move them in a little better. Better than what they were, anyway. You know what, after all the pictures I've taken today, this probably should be the thumbnail. Me doing this. So let me know, guys, if you want to see more stuff like this, small-scale logging. Maybe small-scale logging video can just take up one of the episodes one day. I'm definitely got no objections to that. I am really shocked I'm enjoying myself, just like I kind of used to with forestry. I still stick to by what I say, though. I'm not going to go back on that. And as far as I truly believe it shouldn't be part of the main game. I think it would have been better if Giants had a separate game. That being said, they did it in such a way where some of the machinery was cross-compatible, then you can have tractors like this. I wouldn't say the forestry grade, but like that. Then I start thinking to myself, really? Should I just turn around at that point and say they should leave it in? I don't know. I don't want to go back on what I said, but I'm kind of almost tempted to at this point in time. And I think this is a very nice spot to lift the log out a little bit further. Have a screenshot. And that's probably going to be our screenshot for the video. So I imagine today's video is probably going to get less views. Why am I saying that? Because I feel screenshots and titles probably play a big part of the video. Whether you guys will go, oh yeah, I would definitely want to see that, or nah, doesn't look that interesting, we're not going to bother watching it. To me, for me personally, a lot of this stuff, like screenshots, I'll use Banky as a prime example, and I've told him this, like, because his screenshots used to be fairly dark and I wouldn't say dingy, but like War Thunder, for example. Not War Thunder, Heroes and Generals. I used to miss those videos of his because, face it, the game is a fairly dark and dingy game. And because it didn't stand out, I just didn't see them in my sub box. Like, I would bypass them for whatever reason. And I would have to take some digging, and I was like, nah, I don't see your video, and sure enough, there it was. Let's see if I can get up in the air high enough. I'm telling you guys, you never used to be able to do this in forestry. Not without it screaming and flipping out and Oh, there would be names you would never have thought come out my mouth at this point. Back in the version of the game. Probably a little cut about there. And that will be a wrap, more than likely for us today. Logs could do again, push further back I guess. And then we'll probably go sell this, more than likely off camera admittedly. Just gonna neaten that up a little bit. So I am literally doing a lot of stuff I never thought I'd be doing, and that's logging. It really is. I didn't think I'd ever touch this again. And I said, what made me laugh is I said last weekend, not the weekend, just gone on the weekend before that, I will never do logging. Ever. Yep. That lasted a while, didn't it? So guys, I hope you enjoyed. Hopefully you have an amazing weekend. Like I say, not going to be live streaming this weekend, do apologise, but you should be in Canada by now, so stuff's going to be changed a little. Stay tuned to my social media, links are in the description, same with the mods list. You should see the forks and the other stuff in there, the baler, and hopefully by this point the map will be in there too. So stay tuned for the social media because that's when I'll be saying when I'm going to be live streaming, and I'm going to try and keep it around 7 o'clock, so that'll be 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to be streaming at times now. That's what I'm going to try and stick to, like the times I used to stream. Same with the videos. Hopefully they're still going to be going live at a similar time. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys next time. See ya.